Hello again, everyone. B-Flex here, Firm but Fair Gaming. Came to bring you a video on the Demon Hunter tree. Vengeance is finally out. Came out today, and we get to see our first look at what it is going to look like. Kind of going to go through it and kind of do a mock build. I'll start on the left, just with kind of maybe what I'll take on the left. This is pre me being able to play beta or alpha, so I'm just kind of going with what I think will be good right now. So. Just on the left, Vengeful Retreat. You also have Infernal Strike and Sigil of Flame. Obviously, you're taking Infernal Strike. You pretty much have to take Sigil, or it gives you Sigil of Flame. And then you're definitely going to take the Healing from Shattered Souls increased by 10%. I'm going to probably take Imprison in most cases. It just works out well. I don't care for an extra Ricochet on Glaive, but up here kind of mismatches. Heal for 5% of all the fire damage you deal. Definitely taking that. Consume Magic has its kind of play depending on the dungeon. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. You could probably end up taking Disrupt and then Aura of Pain, increased critical chance of Immolation Aura. And Pursuit because we're going to want to go down, so probably that, and I'm probably going to take Vengeful Retreat or Consume Magic depending on the dungeon. Going down, because I want the reduced magic damage taken by 2%. Movement speed by 10 for 8. No, I'm going to probably take Throw Glaive. The 8%, 10% movement speed for 8 seconds isn't crazy. The Snare is okay. If you're kiting, you just throw Glaive and snare some people. Reduced magic damage taken for sure. I'm also going to take the Metamorphosis by 60 seconds. If this stays the same and meta is a 3-minute cooldown, that means you have a 2-minute meta. It's going to be insane. Now, I'm going to play it, so I don't know, but if it does, and it is the same talent as now, that is going to be crazy good. I'm also going to take the Soul Rendering because that's awesome. This is also good. You're taking Demonic for sure. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. You're taking Demonic. This kind of sucks because there's some decent stuff down here, but I don't care for Spectral Sight. I don't care for this one. The maximum health by 2%, which would be 4%, is good. Or do you take the increase your armor by 10%, cause melee attacks suffer 5% of attack power, fire damage? Probably. But you are losing it at 4% health, which does that up pretty quick. We still have 3 more to go. Whew. Wow. Okay. I guess I'll take Chaos Nova, Sigil of Silence, and we'll just go for Vengeful Retreat for now. So I'm going to unlock the bottom row. You're going to take Blur. The fact that we can get Blur is awesome for the tank. That is a phenomenal one. Increase your dodge chance by 50%. Reduce all damage taken by 20% for 10 seconds on a 1-minute CD. Absolutely. I'm going to take Darkness as well. Surround you, granting friendly targets 20% chance to avoid all damage from an attack. Last 8 seconds. Absolutely. I'm going to take the cooldown reduction on it. I'm going to take the Hunt for extra damage and the extra damage ability, the dot for the Hunt. Now, everyone's going to really have probably silences and stuns because every class is going to have access to them. So I am going to probably take the increased parry chance. And I want Quicken Sigils, and I'll show you why. So you're going to have to take this with Quicken Sigils, and your last point can go into Sigil of Misery. Actually, we have 2 points left, so Sigil of Misery, and let's go. What's this? We can either go Chaos Nova Stuns, 30% chance to grant a lesser Soul Fragment, or the reduce the cooldown of Sigil of Misery by 30 seconds. Enemies take 10% damage from all sources for 5 seconds after Sigil of Misery. Probably that. This last one kind of can go anywhere. As for the big Vengeance tree, this is what I was waiting to see. This one came out earlier this week, so I just kind of put through the majority of it. They did some small changes to it, but this is the new one out. That's kind of the route I'm going to start with. This one, obviously, you're taking Fel Dev, you have to. Fertility, enemy struck by Sigil of Flame are affected with Fertility for 5 seconds. So There's going to be multiple ways to put up this on enemies. You heal for 8% of all the damage you deal to targets with frailty, not fertility. Not fertility. Fertility, nothing to do with that. Frailty. You'll definitely want that, and I'm going to show you. So it's Citadel Flame so far. You come down here, and Soul Cleave is going to activate it. Spirit Bomb is going to activate Frailty. It's just going to be awesome. So you can... Fiery Brands I'm going to skip, actually. Well, Demon Spikes is active. Melee attacks against you cause the attacker to take 10% of attack power physical damage and generates high threat. Yes, please. Demon Spikes increase your parry chance, of course. I don't really care for my Throw Blade to be on cooldown 6 seconds shorter. Feldev heals you for 30% more. Yes, please. So you take 10% reduced damage after Demon Spikes ends, fading 1% per second. Absolutely. So I do need to take Fiery Brands for that. Fire damage increased by 8%. Yep. You take 5% reduced magic damage while Immolation Aura is active. Is really good too. Really, really good. This one, I don't know what this is. There's no spell here, so I'm not sure what it is. But I want a couple abilities on this side, I think. I'm not sure yet. So I don't know what this is going to be. This one's going to be a mystery one, of course. It's still a question mark. But I'm going to go with the rest next. So every 10 soul fragments you consume increases the damage of your next soul cleave by 40%. Extra damage, not bad. Radius of your sigils, I don't care. I hit almost the majority of the targets with them anyway. Soul Cleave heals you for an additional 54% of attack power over 6 seconds. Yeah, I'll take that. You want Fracture, absolutely. And starting here, increase the duration of Demon Spikes. Yes, because I want to go down this path. So to get Spirit Bombs, you have to take Void Reaver. Frailty now causes affected enemies to deal 4% reduced damage to you for 5 seconds. Enemies struck by Soul Cleave are affected with Frailty. So Soul Cleave does it. Sigil of Flame does it. And now Spirit Bomb does it. So you have 3 options to put on Frailty. Going down farther, consuming soul fragments reduces all damage you take by 1% for 4 seconds. Multiple applications may overlap. Yep. Gonna take Collective Anguish. Absolutely. The boon they changed. So they have changed this. This was a random chance to not use the cooldown of it. Now they have changed it to it refreshes 10 to 20% of its cooldown and refunds 10 to 20%. Of Fury, well, you full channel. So 2 full channels, you get 40% back. You get half your Feldev back. So it basically makes your Feldev, I think it's a 1 minute right now. It's basically a 40-second one. Or 35 seconds, somewhere in there. Immolation Aura deals critical damage. It shatters lesser soul fragments. Absolutely. Now we get to go to the bottom row. The big thing in the bottom row I want is Elysian Decree. It is your main damage ability. I want it. I'm there for it. I have to take Bulwark to get it, unless I go down the Fiery Brands path, but I will take Bulwark. Consuming soul fragments reduces the remaining cooldown of Demon Spikes. That's great because it's half second, and that means you should have Demon Spikes a lot of the time. Like, it should be up tremendous amounts. You'll want Last Resort. Absolutely, your cheat death is phenomenal. And Elysian Decree. Now this leaves 3 points. There's some interesting things you can do with it. Soul Barrier, shield yourself for 12 seconds, avoiding X amount. Consume all soul fragments within 25 yards to add to the shield per fragment. Interesting one. I have a debate on that. Probably going to take Fallout, to be honest, because this is such a great ability with Immolation Aura. I might take Soulmonger. While consuming soul fragments would heal you above full health, it shields you instead for up to the maximum of X amount. That's pretty good. Soul Cleave damage increased by 50% to Your primary target's not bad. Frailty now also increases all damage you deal to afflicted enemies by 4% is very good too. So it's kind of where do you go with this? Where do you go? So you have so you have Soul Cleave applies frailty to primary target for 5 seconds. Struck by Soul Cleave. Oh, okay. So that's just a 5-second frailty. So yeah, so they kind of double up here. Enemies struck by Soul Cleave are effective with frailty for 5 seconds. Soul Cleave applies frailty to your primary target. It kind of doubles up, so kind of pointless to take both. But I'm going to take the shield and the damage increase. I don't know about the Soul Carver. This might be really good, but it might not be. So that would be where I'd be going to start. That is my base start. It's going to be a Soul Cleave Spirit Bomb build. Just applying frailty, just doing damage, Fell Devastation. Demon Spikes are going to be up a huge amount of time, which is going to be phenomenal. You might get 100% of uptime with this on Demon Spikes, so it'd be really great. You could have a 2-minute meta. Like, you could be very, very tanky. This is looking like it could be tremendous. Plus you have Blur, plus you have Darkness, plus you have the Hunt. It looks like very, very good things for the Vengeance Demon Hunter. Lots of stuns still, so you will get Chaos Nova, Sigil Silence, Misery. Like, it should, if played, it should be all right. It should do well. I think this will be a great, great starting point. You missed out on a few things like chains and other items, but this is what I'm looking at to start when Dragonflight starts. So if you have any questions, leave a comment below. Like, share, subscribe, deflect, Firm but Fair Gaming. See you in the next video.